I just did the bird video, and I wanted to do the wrap up because I started to think about all the stuff that I was going to talk about in the wrap up of Hawaii. The main takeaway from it is the most beautiful place I've ever been to in my life. It's amazing. I loved it. It's a beautiful place. I can't stop thinking about it. It's always in the back of my mind now. I can always just pull up what I'm thinking and like think, oh man, it would be great. Well, wouldn't it be great to just be be there, because it's just a beautiful place. I just could never get enough of it. I could never look around and say, okay, because like in Houston, there's nothing to see. I mean, I go for a walk and I go to Buffalo Bayou Park, and it's nice, but there's a point where I'm like, okay, I'm done. There was always something to look at, always a sunset or a sunrise, to see the clouds go over the top of the mountains, or to be on the mountain looking down into the clouds or above the clouds, really. It just never gets tired. I've never got tired of it. I never got tired of just looking around and seeing. Or when you're driving, when you get off of the main highway and you start going up, or when you start coming back down, you have the view of the ocean, and the ocean just goes all the way to the edge of the horizon. I just never got tired of seeing that. It's just so beautiful because you're on an island, obviously, and you're in the middle of nowhere. The next they're a chain of there's an archipelago of Hawaiian islands, but if you look in certain like in the green sand beach, we were standing there and just looking out. If you were to just get on a boat and go out straight, you're out for what, 5 or 7 thousand miles before you hit Antarctica. You're at the bottom of the earth. It was breathtaking. The whole time was either going down the highways with lava rocks on either side of you, or going up into the mountains and watching the temperature drop on the thermometer of the car. And at one point, I remember looking over and it was 50 or 52, and it was like we left the hotel and it was in the mid 70s and humid and warm and sunny, and up there it was cloudy and rainy. Just all of the environments that are there. The food was of course great. Bird watching, like I just did, the bird watching was incredible. Things I've never seen before, like a volcano. I've never been by a volcano before, and now I got to see a volcano and didn't get to see it erupt. That was the one thing we were trying to do, but the one time it happened overnight, and we saw the notifications after it happened, basically. But being at the volcano and seeing those steam vents and the lava tubes and the steam vents, and there's just so much to. I mean, it's a we're going back, and like to just do it all again the same way, I would be fine with. It's not like a lot of people like to go to places and they'll do the same thing over again. That's fine, but I just don't. I just can't see myself getting bored of that. Even just sitting on the beach, 3 of the days where you just sat on the beach for like 3 to 4 hours, just sitting there. We would get and go into the water occasionally. We snorkeled a little bit, which was like, oof. Snorkeling was fun, but snorkeling is like, A, I need to get into better shape. B, I need to get back into the water more. That's what I've been thinking lately. Is like, man, I should swim. I need to swim more. When I was a kid, man, I loved swimming, and I just hadn't swam in years and years and years. So it makes me think about how I want to do things from now on. It's like I need to save up money so we can go back because it's expensive. It's super expensive there. But how I'm gonna be just like, all I can think is how can I get back there, and can I get back there sooner or more often? Because it's just that captivating. It just completely captured my imagination, completely made me feel like, oh, there's so much more. You know, you go to places like Tokyo was one of the most beautiful cities I've ever, is the most beautiful city I've ever seen. London's a gorgeous city, and we only ever explored like a tiny sliver of that. But Hawaii, to sit on that beach, to watch that, like our last, before we left to go to the airport, we sat and watched the sunset into the Pacific. That just never gets tired. I mean, that never gets tired. I never get tired of that, I should say. I don't know. I mean, to watch, we swam with the manta rays, but at one point, they put a light close to the shore, and there's a little cove you can just stand there, and there are a bunch of us standing there, and the manta rays would just come up and eat right there. It seems just magical. It's like, how are like these types of rays that I've never seen before in real life, now they're just wild ones swimming around, in snorkeling in the water again. They saw all those fish. There are a bunch of turtles. I didn't expect to see that many turtles and just around. We were at the hotel, and everybody kept saying, "Oh, you saw a turtle." We saw a turtle. I saw one turtle at the hotel swim by, not too far from me. You just see that dark outline in the clear blue water. Saw turtles at, where was that? The Black Sand. I didn't do anything about the Black Sand Beach because we were there for like a half hour, and it was beautiful, but it was a Saturday afternoon. The weather was beautiful. So there are a bunch of people there. There was actually a group of like locals that were having their birthday shower, or no, I'm sorry, a baby shower. And there's like kids fishing. There's this one kid that kept surfing, and he was really good. Because all the high schools, they all have surfing teams. Because that's just like something you do. And you know, but I saw a turtle. They had a designated area for turtles there. And then standing there watching the kids surf, you'd see the turtle head poke up and go back down. And of course, the turtle sanctuary right by the fishing boat. Because literally, we got off the boat, and the guy, the mate, the deckhand on the boat was telling us, "Yeah, you go to the other side, and you just walk down, and there's the turtle sanctuary." So we just drove around the other side, parked, and walked over there, and that's where that green sand, not green sand, the green turtles were. And I was like 20 feet from a green turtle and just watching them go through the water and eat like nothing. It's hard to wrap your head around, and it's hard to just like, it's something you just don't see here. But to have that experience is amazing. That day, that morning, get up super early, go fish, catch 5 fish of that caliber, go see the turtles, then go a little bit further down to a restaurant and take the fish that you caught and eat it. That afternoon, we got back to the hotel, and I think I slept for 2.5 hours or so. I knew I was tired, so I was like, I'm going to take a nap because then we're going to go have dinner later. But I just curled up in the bed. Next thing I know, it was like 2.5, 3 hours. It might have been 3 hours later. I was just exhausted at that point, but it's great. And anytime, everything is outside. I remember my wife said that it's like the airport is outside. It's just a bunch of huts connected, not huts, but large, like little covered areas. I don't know how to describe it, but you walk through, and it's all, and you get onto the plane. You actually walk upstairs to get onto the plane and to get off the plane. I've never done that before. We were just outside, and then that's it. You walk out, you go get picked up, or you get your rental car or whatever. It's just like when we got there, got the rental car, and my wife was like, we're gonna go get we're gonna get shaved ice first, because that was the thing she did with her friend when she went. and got the ice and just sitting there just thinking, man, we're here. This is crazy. This is beautiful. Like everywhere you turn was amazing. You see the mountains because you're on the beach, and once you get off the beach, you just start going up because you're on basically on the edge of a mountain because the whole island is just one enormous mountain ostensibly, right? And the big island is really huge. So it takes a while to drive around, but I mean, I'm in Texas, so 3 hours is the next city, the closest city, or 2.5 hours is Austin, 3 hours San Antonio, 4 hours to Dallas. So driving around for like 2 hours isn't that big of a deal. But like a lot of people are going, man, you have to drive really far. And saying, well, in Texas, it's not that big of a deal. But you just have these amazing views, so the time just passes by so fast. And the time just passes by so fast. I knew that once we got there, it's just like you're trying to take it up. You're exhausted from travel and whatever. So like the first, we got there and we just, you know, ate and got cocktails and stuff and then went to bed. And then the next morning, the first full day, Monday, we just sat on the beach and watched everything, you know. Because that's, you can just sit there and watch everything pass by and not feel like everything's passing me by. It's just like, it's really beautiful and it's just nice. And I can't get enough of it. It's been like a month and that's still all I can think about. We got back a month ago today that I'm recording this, July 10th. And I've kind of been dragging my feet on getting all these videos done, only because going through the experience again was so much fun. And it's just like, oh, my wife is like, it's depressing because then you're back here because you're here and you realize all of that is going on over there. And how can I get back there? Because that's the only, I was telling that to my parents the other day that that's the first time where I was at the end of the vacation and I was like, if you were to give me 9 more days, we were there for 9 days, if you give me 9 more days, you said, okay, you're going to be here for another 9 days. I would have probably just cried. I'd be like, yes, let's go. Let's go sit on the beach longer. Let's go, you know. It's just one of those amazing places and I just can't wait to get back. Very rarely do I feel like I can't wait to blah, blah, blah. You know, I always feel that's a cliched thing, but this is the first place where I'm like, I need to get back there. I don't know how, I don't know when, but it will hopefully be sooner rather than later. And how can I get to a point where I can just go there for longer or go there a couple times a year or something? I just need to win the lotto, essentially is what I'm saying, right? Yeah. I just, look at this. I've been talking for 13 minutes and it's just, I still think of all the things that occurred and I'm still only, I covered the big points in the video. My original plan was to just try to do a vlog a day for everything we did. But a lot of times we're sitting around not doing much by design. And there's a point where I'm on vacation. I'm just taking a break, taking a, and it was just such a great break. And we had so much fun. And we were commiserating about coming. It was like, oh, we're back home, you know. Oh, and she was showing me the pictures that she took and how she was going to put her Instagram post or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, we're back here. You know, everything I have is here. All the people that are, you know, all the people are here. But it's like, oh, how great would it be to try to just be there? It's like, oh, I could move there, but I don't have that kind of money. unless a lot of people start watching YouTube and I can make money off of that, which is never going to happen at this rate. So Hawaii was, my wife hyped it up a lot. And when she hyped it up this much, I was like, there's got to be something to it. She's never like that. She'll talk very nicely about like London, we love Japan. But this was like something different and she was super excited to go and super excited to go with me Mostly because I'll do this. I'll sit here and talk about stuff. It is like if something captures my imagination like Hawaii did, it's just amazing, and I can't speak highly enough of it, and I just absolutely cannot wait to get back there.